Hello everyone, welcome, and let's have a game overview of Bejeweled 3. As you can probably tell, this is the sequel to Bejeweled 2. And there are a couple of alternate versions of Bejeweled out there, such as Bejeweled Blitz, which is on Facebook, and Bejeweled Twist, which is where you twist the gems around rather than switching them. But yeah, this is the third installment in the main Bejeweled series. I think that this version is a pretty big improvement over the second one. Before I go into anything else, first just go into the options here and have a look at the options. Now here are a few options, and I've kept them generally pretty low because I'm using a laptop that isn't very high powered and I don't want any lag, especially while recording this. I want to minimize as much lag as possible. And you can choose how much music that you want, volume wise, sound and voices. So as you can hear, I turn it up, it goes up, but that's like the bare basics. And then there's voices. Go, go, go. You can use this slider to be a bit of a DJ and make the Sonic 3 Knuckles launch bass theme. Dun, dun, go, 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 da 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 da, da 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 da, go, da 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 da, da 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 da, do, go, 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 go. Okay, enough of that. 3D acceleration is basically where you add extra special effects, but I'm keeping it just a basic. Full screen, pretty, what's the word? Basic. Custom cursors, so you can use your own cursor, but it seems to lag a bit, and I'd stick with the general cursor. Animate background, which you have to turn 3D acceleration on in order to do it, which I'm not. Then you've got the resolution, which is what you'd expect it to be. Okay, then we have our records. And just a few things to point out before I actually get to playing the game here. There are scoreboards. So here are the different modes. So there's Classic, Lightning, Poker, Butterflies, Ice Storm and Diamond Mine. And here we have the scoreboard, as you can see. That's my high score on Classic mode. And it's also got people on your friends list. And it's also got these random people's names for just like default scores, like 50,000, 55,000. I don't know why games do that. Why can't the game just start like completely blank? I don't really understand what the point is of having those. Then we have badges. These are basically like your achievements, and they're all about doing a particular thing many times or reaching a certain threshold. So this one, they all have 3 stages. There's bronze, silver, gold, and I think actually there's platinum as well. Yes, there is. And you have to reach certain stages. So Inferno, for example, I've got the bronze one, and in order to get the silver one, I need to clear 350 flame gems to upgrade that to silver. And Stella here, clear 125 gems to earn a silver badge. Star gems, yep, another type of gem. Here we've got the one for using hypercubes. And there's Blaster here, which is for how many you can destroy in a single go. Well, then there's ones for high scores, and there's all sorts of different variations. And then we have down here the elite badges, so complete quest mode to get that one. Match 2 hypercubes together, that's going to be pretty hard to do, I imagine. Line up 6 gems in a row. That would, again, be pretty hard to do. You would have... I imagine that would come down to luck. Reach level 100 in classic mode to earn the badge for that one. And score 300,000 points in all secret games to earn that one. So yeah, these are, like I said before, these are your achievements. And Bejeweled is it is a very luck-based game, and so a lot of these are going to come just as you play. Just eventually things will start going into your favour. But I don't want to argue to say that Bejeweled is entirely luck-based, because I don't think that's true. But I'll get back into that soon. Then we have our stats. So we have our rank. My rank is 3, and it says I'm a trainee. So this is kind of like your level, although it's not an RPG. As far as I can tell, your rank doesn't actually do anything other than signify how much you've done. And it's just got some basic statistics here as to how much you've done, like how many gems you've matched total, flame gems, star gems, favourite gem colour, which is red, and favourite probably just means whichever one you matched the most of, which is probably coincidental. I doubt you'd actually specifically go for any particular colour over any others, unless it's something within your subconscious. And yes, and the other stats here that you can see. A little nitpick of mine is the spelling of the word favourite is the American spelling. Why can't they use the English version of the word favourite, or the British version of the word favourite, in the British version of the game? I don't understand. It always comes across as really jarring to me whenever I see like gameplay footage of words spelled in the American way. Same as the word colour, C-O-L-O-R, that's the American spelling, and I don't live in the US, so I'm not accustomed to seeing that. So it just looks incorrect to me. Of course, like, if you live in the US, then the UK spellings are going to look incorrect to you, but my point is that given that I live in the UK, why can't it give the spelling that actually is spelt correctly for us? It's just a little, it's not a big deal, it's just something that I notice. Anyway, here we have the different game modes. We have the 4 main game modes, which are Zen, Classic, Lightning and Quest. I shall be going through all of those. And then we have 4 bonus modes here: Butterflies, Poker, Ice Storm and Diamond Mine. And those 4 are basically versions of games that you'll find in the Quest mode, so I probably won't go through these individually here, but I will go through the Quest mode, and I'll leave that till last, because that contains these games, or should I say challenges that revolve around using the mechanics of these games. But I'm going to start in Zen mode, and in Zen mode I'm going to explain the basic rules of how the game works, and then I'll go around from there, because this is, as it says there, relax and mind in this endless game. Okay, now you may notice there is the sound of some rain in the background, and that's because this is Zen mode and it's meant to be relaxing, and you can actually change the sounds and everything and all that. In fact, for now I'll just turn everything off. So we have the regular Bejeweled 3 music. And this is how you play Bejeweled. Here we have a grid of gems, all of them different colours. You'll notice this one's on fire, but I'll get to that later. And the way that you progress is that you find one of them, and you can flip that with one next to it to make a line of 3. So say if I flip this purple one with that white one up there, they will match, and those 3 will disappear. And more will fall down from the top. And the idea is, you can keep doing this. And because this is Zen mode, there's no limit. It will always, always be the case that you can make a move. And it won't ever end. Now, this bar here is how much you've got to your next level. And when you get to the next level, the board will shuffle. Now, this particular gem here, this is a flame gem. And the way that you get flame gems is that you match 4 in a row as opposed to just the 3. And what flame gems do is that if you get them in a line, it will blow up all of the surrounding gems. So generally you want to get a flame gem on the outside of 3 as opposed to in the middle. So for example, I could put that there, and then I'd blow up these three here and these three here. But I don't want to do that because I can make a line of 4 here, which will blow that one up. And because it's a line of 4, it will create another flame gem. So I'll do that. And as you can see, there's a flame gem there. And see, I can make another line of 4 with these yellows, so I'll flip that there. And then we have another flame yellow. I make a flame orange here. Then we have those whites. And we can flip those and flip those. Now, I'm not sure if this will work, but let's see if this can create a star gem. Yes, it does. And the level's complete, so it's reshuffling the board here. Now, the way that you get star gems is, as you may have seen, you try to match 3, but if you match 2 3s in the same turn, but where it is like a crossover. So, for example, it might be like a T shape, or it may be like a plus symbol. And if you do that, one of them will become this star gem. Now, this star gem is a particular it's another type of special gem. And what star gems do is, if you get them in a row of 3, or a column of 3, if you match 3 with it, it will destroy the entire row, the entire column that it's on, and the entire row that it's on. But you also want to be careful. I could flip that with that, but then that would blow it up. And blowing it up would probably set it off. So let's try this combination here. It would create another flame orange because it's matching 4. And it might set that one off. Or, alternatively, I could create another star gem by flipping this orange one down here because it would create a cross section. In fact, let's just do that. So there, now we have 2 of the star gems. And unfortunately at the moment I can't actually match those. To anything. Actually, yes, I can now. I can flip. Okay, this could cause a chain reaction. If I put this orange here, it would activate that star gem, and that would activate that flame gem, which would destroy all those around there, and that would do the column and the row because it's a star gem, and then that would blow up. So let's see if this works. Yes, it does. See how that set off a big chain reaction there? Now, in general, the reason why you'd want to set off a big chain reaction, and also the reason as to why you'd want to focus more on the bottom as opposed to the top, is that if you do something at the bottom, like, for example, if I did something at the top here, say if I flip these, only 3 would fall down, and when they fall down they are random. But if I flip from the bottom here, you can see more fall down, and there's a higher chance of them matching when they fall. So the bigger the impact you make, and the stronger the effect of how many you get rid of, the more will fall. So that's a general rule that you'll want to follow. Now, if you can get 5 in a row, which isn't really easy to demonstrate because, well, 5 in a row is pretty hard to come across, you will get a hypercube. Now, hopefully, there will be a way to get an orange there so that I can show you how hypercubes work, but I don't think that's going to be feasible. You can also click on hint, and that'll tell you one that you can flip. Usually I'll tell you the uppermost one that you'll flip, although it doesn't seem to be the case in this mode. Is there anything that I can flip other than oranges? I could flip those greens, but then that would lower those too, and I don't want to do that. I'm just going to put that there. And you do want to set off a chain if you can see that a chain will be set off. So yeah, in Zen mode you just keep doing this until you've completed the level and then continue to do it. And see, that caused another star gem there. And of course, the more that you explore, the more that you get rid of, it increases the chances of not just them falling into the right place, but them also falling into a place that is going to be beneficial to you. So I'm not going to just stick around on this to try and get a hypercube because it could take forever. So instead of just waiting around for that to happen, although it's starting to look a bit more promising with this, but it doesn't look like it can be done. Instead of waiting around for a hypercube to possibly turn up, for it to possibly go that way, I'm just going to explain now what a hypercube does. And if a hypercube does show up later on, then I shall use that to show you how it works. A hypercube is where you match 5 in a row or 5 in a column, as I've mentioned before. And with a hypercube, if you flip it with any gem, the gem that you flip it with, all of that colour will disappear. And so that can be good to really get rid of a lot of gems. And also, because you're getting rid of all of one colour, it means the ones that fall are going to be more consistent of the other colours, so it's going to create a high chance of a chain. So yes, I'll just complete this level. Then, oh dear, that was the wrong move there. That didn't work. Okay, completed the level there. Now I'm going to show you some of the extra features of Zen mode. Now, Zen mode is basically meant to be a relaxing, meditative type of mode. So, yeah, by the way, lots of greens down here. Shame we can't get a hypercube from it. It's meant to be, hold on. Maybe, no. No. The way that it's meant to work is it's meant to be a relaxing, meditative style mode. So, there's these extra options here. Let's have a look at them. See, these are the Zen mode options. First one is the breath modulation. And this is an indication of you meaning to breathe in and out. So, it's like, breathe in and out. And you can turn off the visual indicator, so you've got the sound but not the bar going up and down. You can change the speed of it, so if you want to breathe faster, then you can. And you can change the volume of the sound of the breathing. So let's mess about with this. Okay, now you've also got ambient sounds, and you can enable them, and it allows you to activate different sound effects. So for example, coastal, you can hear seagulls and the sea rushing against the shore. There we have crickets, we have the sound of a forest, which I quite like. And then you've got a few others as well. My favourite is rain leaves, because it's the sound of rain, and I love the sound of rain. And again, you've got the volume here. You can turn it up or down. Then we have mantras. Various positive textual affirmations are displayed on screen as you play, helping to focus your thoughts on beneficial areas for meditation. So let's turn these on. Now, you can change what type of meditation mantra things that you want. So for example, you could have a general one about positive thinking, one about quitting bad habits, self-confidence, weight loss, prosperity. You can choose, but I'm just going to go for general here. And you can make them subliminal. So you can kind of change the opacity of the messages, I guess. I'm gonna turn that off. And then you have the binaural beats. And it says there's headphones required, slightly different frequencies played in each ear can help your brain enter different states. Okay. So if you click enable, it comes up with this safety information saying that some people may experience mood changes, dizziness, muscle twitches, hallucinations, drowsiness, and such. And it says if you experience any of these symptoms while playing this mode, immediately remove the headphones, discontinue use, and consult your doctor. Now, this is basically one of those safety information, as it says there. It's one of those health warnings. So, just in case you have health issues, that means that you are affected by this. And I'm just going to give a heads up that I'm going to be turning this on. So, I'm not sure if this is a serious thing, but just to make absolutely sure, if you know that you're one of these people who are affected by these things, or if you start to feel any of these things, I'm just telling you now that I'm going to turn this on for now, but I'm gonna turn it off straight afterwards. Well, not straight afterwards, but I will be turning it off. So you might want to mute the volume until I turn it off. Now, this isn't something I wouldn't actually usually say this thing, but because the game is saying that some people may experience these things, I just want to be safe than sorry. I just want to let you know that this, if you're one of these people who are affected by this, just so you know. But anyway, I'm going to enable this now. And basically this is where you've got one note in one ear and one note played in the other ear. You can change the volume, even though it says low volume recommended. I'm going to turn it up. And you can use different patterns. Alpha pattern helps your mind enter a state of meditative reflection, like a walk through a garden. The chakra circle helps you align your auras and improve overall energy flow. Delta pattern. Delta pattern helps your mind enter a state of deep relaxation, like dreamless sleep. Now, as far as I know, this could all be complete nonsense. This could just be, complete pseudoscience, like, what's it called? Homeopathy and all that sort of stuff. There may be some psychology behind it, I don't know. But regardless of whether it's actually scientific or not, you may enjoy these things, I don't know. But anyway, I'm just, for the sake of this, going to go with the chill cycle. Okay, and let's try Zen mode with all these Zen mode options on. Remember to breathe in and out, and think positively. And out. In and out. In and out. I let fear pass me by. and out. I have a destiny. Let's actually change the mantras to something different just to see what they look like. Let's have a look at weight loss. That seems less generic. So let's see what weight loss mantras it gives us in our relaxation in Zen mode. My body is perfect right now. Okay, sorry to interrupt this relaxation mode, but surely that doesn't help. Or does it? I don't know the psychology, but if you want to lose weight, saying that it's perfect right now, sure, isn't that like the opposite of what you're trying to do? And out. In. And out. As I change my thoughts, my body changes. Okay. So enough of that. If you're into that sort of stuff, then all the more power to you. That's what Zen mode can give you, although this really is just endless mode. With that particular thing added to it. Okay. Also, another thing to point out is that you can be in Zen mode and have all those like relaxing sounds and all those mantras come up, whilst at the same time the announcer goes like, "Great, awesome, excellent," and you know the word "awesome" isn't exactly a word you'd expect to hear whilst meditating, so yeah, it's a bit odd in that regards. And that was that level complete. And now we're on level 8. It just keeps going up and up and up. Okay, so I'm going to exit out of that. So, now that you know the basic rules of Bejeweled 3, and also to point out that these 4 modes here are actually unlocked by playing these different modes here. They don't start unlocked, they actually start locked, so you've got to unlock them manually. Okay, I'm going to quickly go over classic mode to start a new game. Now the way that classic mode works is, I can show you a hypercube here. I'll just make a hypercube, and I can match that with a, I'll match it with a purple. Gets rid of all the purples, and there you go. And you can also click on instant replay here if something amazing goes your way. Like that, it just did then. Okay, so what is classic mode? Classic mode is basically the same as endless mode, apart from it doesn't always guarantee you that you can make a move. You can... Okay, I'll accept that. Instant replay, definitely. Look. Talk about luck. That was, how you say lucky? But the idea is that you don't always have a move guaranteed to you, so you have to be a bit more strategic in how you work things. If you end up not being able to make a move, then it's game over. You have to start again. So when you get hypercubes and these flame gems, what you should really try to do is see if there's any way you can preserve them for later levels. And also, later levels actually require more points for you to get to the next level. So that means the board gets reshuffled less often, and you want the board to be reshuffled because board shuffling means more randomization, and more randomization means more likelihood of being able to match them. So that's kind of the thing that you want to do. Now, is there anything? What can I do here? I can do that. Now you can click on hint, and it'll tell you what you can do. But I think it gives you like the uppermost move that you can make, and because this one's so low, I think that might be the only move I was able to make. Where is... Oh, hint. Ah, yes. And there I get game over because I ran out of moves. But I do get a score, and it adds to my rank. And then we have lightning mode, and lightning mode is the same, apart from now we have a timer, and you also have extra time gems. Doing quite well here, to be honest. And when you match the time gems, it adds an extra bonus time to the timer. So when that runs out to 0, I'll get an extra 15 seconds there. And this requires skill in the sense that you need to be fast. Getting a few time bonus ones show up there. Oh, another hypercube. Let's get rid of all those whites. Some extra time. Okay, and that there. And oh! Ooh. I've got loads of special gems here, but I can't use them. At least not yet. Oh! Oh, yes. Fantastic. And then when the time's up, you get the final blast of all your special gems. So yeah, I got 104,300, and that adds to my points, which builds up my rank. And then you have the statistics down here. Also, you actually get extra points if you're fast, so let's try that again. If I match that, and then match that, it will actually give more points based on how quickly you can match them from the others. So see, I took like a bit of a break there because I couldn't find anything, so I'm gonna be losing points for that. So you gotta keep on the constant lookout for different things that you can match to build up your speed time. Oh, damn it, I shouldn't have done that. Okay. Yeah, nice 10 seconds there. And cause it doesn't help if the game lags at all. Like it is now. Oh, I could have gone for a hypercube. See, that's another thing. If you rush sometimes, you'll miss out on good opportunities because you won't see what's coming up. There's a hypercube. Get rid of oranges. And do that there. Oh, I can't think of any. Can't find any. Oh, there's that one there. Yeah. That there. And oh, I could have used that. Aha. Sorry, I'm not talking much. I'm just thinking more. Oh, and if the time runs out, then the plus timer turns into special gems, as opposed to staying as time bonuses. Oh, I could have got. Oh, I can now. And then I get the time up, and I get the big final hurrah, I think it's called. At least it's called Bejeweled Blitz. And see now, as you can see, I got some speed bonus from actually working fast quite near the beginning. Okay. I'm going to exit that. And I'm going to stop this recording, and when I pick up, I'm going to then go into quest mode. So I'll be back in just a second. Okay, let's go into quest mode. Come on. Okay, it's lagging quite a bit there. Okay, this is quest mode. A quest mode is where you have to complete certain challenges in order to progress. And you have these 5 different objects here, and in each object you have to complete 4 of them in order to be able to move on to the next one. The ones that are in circles are the ones I've completed, and the ones that are still in like rocks means I haven't completed them yet. I'm going to basically show how each particular game works. Here's the first one, butterflies. You have to get rid of all of these butterflies before they reach the top, and butterflies will climb every turn. So as you can see, there's the purple butterfly, but if I match those 3, that purple butterfly will fly away. And I need to save 15 of those before any of them reach the top. So sometimes it's quite easy, but see here, there's a purple one here, and I can't get to it because there's no purple ones around here. But it will rise slowly, and as you can see, I can get rid of it there. And if any of them reach the top, you lose. So I can get that red one there, and then can't get that white one yet, but I can now. Now there's a blue one appeared, and you keep on doing that until you get all of them. Okay, next one is Gold Rush. Now for this one you have to match gems next to the dirt so that you can dig through. And you can't actually get through until you actually have dug through. And sometimes a lot of the times there won't be any to match down here, so you won't be able to dig through. You just have to wait until others will fall, so I can match these 3, and it'll dig away a bit of some of the stone that was there. And there's a timer for this, and the idea is you want to get rid of you want to dig through and collect all the gold. But I find these ones to be hard. See, I've barely dug through, and I'm nearly halfway down. I don't know if it's just me not being very good at this particular minigame, but I find it quite hard. So I can do that. Ooh, hypercube. And get rid of oranges, and that'll break through to those. Oh, I only needed so much. Oh, okay then. It said I needed 5, and I got 6, so yeah, that was well done. I actually hadn't done that before. Okay, alchemy. Turn the grid to gold before time runs out. Now on this one, if you match a row, or if you match a column, the whole column turns gold. Or if you match a row, the whole row turns gold. And you have to turn the whole thing gold before the timer runs out. And this is another one I haven't yet done yet. So as you can see, I'm slowly but surely getting the gold panels here, but the problem is that the more that you turn to gold, the more specific your requirements are. So I've got to do 5, I've got either 5 rows left to do, or 4 columns. So I can get that row there, and I can get that row there, so it's probably better to focus on doing rows, if I can. Well, I've got a column there, 3 columns or 3 rows. Well, I can do that to get rid of those, so I can get that. Oh, so all I need now is the bottom row. Can I do it? I need 3 along the bottom. This is all I need, 3 along the bottom. Oh, I can get that edge there. Can I do this side? No. Just missed that one square there, so that was close. Okay, now this one, you've got to clear so many gems in so many moves. So what you want to try to do is you want to try to get as many combos or as many specials as you can. Which isn't easy to do, but sometimes things will just go your way. See, at the moment I'm just matching 3, and so I'm not doing very well here. Oh, I can get a hypercube though, and I can get rid of purples. That will get rid of a good lot, and possibly lead to... no. But it could have led to a chain reaction. That led to a chain reaction. So yeah, that's generally what you want to do. Try to get chain reactions so that you can get loads. Okay. I'm going to quit that one. Now you have this one. This is my favourite. This is where you have to balance the amount of reds with the amount of blues. And so these are like weights. And so if you collect either or, it's going to weigh down. See, I got blue, so now that's weighing that down. And I need to keep them somewhat balanced. So I can get as many blues as I want, but I want to get reds. I don't want to get blues. Can I find any reds? There's no reds I can get. Okay. I'm doing terribly here. Okay, that was a really bad one, but you get the idea. You have to try and balance the scales out. Now we have Avalanche, and this is the same as the one before, apart from this time random jewels will fall, like 5 at a time, so you need to try to get rid of them faster than they fall, or at least as close to that speed as you can, because you need to get rid of 80 of them before the whole grid fills up. So just matching 3 at a time isn't going to work. I can get a nice star one there, but I don't think I can match that with anything, so that's some bad news in that regard. And yeah, it's filling up and I can't catch up with its filling up. Okay, now this one is buried treasure, and so you have to match the gems to reveal what's behind the sand. And if you manage to unveil certain spots, like see, you can see there's something behind there, we get rid of all that. Now we've revealed that suit of armour, and this looks like the sword here, so we need to get rid of those spaces. But then there's also the shield, which is here, and we've revealed the shield, and now you need to get the rest for the sword there, and you got to do it whilst time is ticking away. So you get the idea of that one. Time bomb. This is where you've got to get rid of 20 bombs, and a bomb is basically a jewel with a move limit on. So what that means is every time you move, the counter goes down. I'm doing quite well here. And some of these are coming quite easily. As you can see, I'm getting rid of those. So I've got limit number to 20 moves, so I could say move that there, then that goes down to 19. I can move that there, that turns to 18. I basically have to get rid of that within that many moves. I have to try to get 10 of those done. Oh, I could have got a hypercube then. Oh well. And time's ticking away. Oh, now if I got rid of that orange with the hypercube, I can now get rid of both of those. And there. Now I've got the 10 out of 10. That's how that one works. Oh, and I've earned a badge for clearing so many Inferno gems. So that's nice. Okay, now we have poker. And if you know the rules of poker, this is kind of the same thing. Apart from it depends on the colours, so you try to get more points based on what you try to get with your hand, which is determined by what you can match. So this one you really got to think out in advance, like what can I match more than one of. So going for a flush is going to be really hard. Try to get five matches of all the same colour. So if I go white there, then I get a yellow. I need to see if I can find any whites or yellows, but I can't. And I've got nine attempts. I could go for the spectrum here, because I don't think I can get 2 pairs. There's no other whites I can do? No. Any other yellows I can do? No, so I'm in a bad situation here. I can go for purples, and then see if I can oranges for the spectrum. And you also get bonus points by the looks of it from getting those types of gems, like the special gems. So I can get yellows here, and then I can get yellows there, so I can get a pair of yellows at least. And is there anything else I can get a pair of, or can I get another yellow? Can't get any of the yellows, but see, this is what you've got to do, and you have to try to build up as much points so that you can reach the threshold of points. Okay, now we have Ice Storm. This is another timed one where you need to match so many gems, and as you can see, ice is going up here. And when you match gems, if you match a row, then it will, see like here, it make all the gems that were on its row go down by a little bit, and if you match a column, then that whole column will go down. But this one here is... okay, that really helped. If you can match a column, then the entire column will go. So columns, in this particular case, are better than rows overall, even though you might be in a situation whereby you need rows. Or you might be in a situation where rows are better. Can I do it? Getting quite a bit lucky. Ooh, there's one here. Oh dear. I can cause an explosion. Yeah, that helps. That helps a lot. And I completed it. So, oh, congratulations to me. And the more of these you get, the more jewels you get on these, like, artifacts. Now, is there any others that I haven't shown? I believe there's one more that I haven't shown. And that is this, the wall blast, and I've not been able to do this. You basically, on this one, you have to destroy the wall, and this is another timer one, and the way that you destroy the wall is you can only destroy it using special gems. So matching 3 doesn't work. You have to use either fire gems, which I just made a bad mistake there. You need to either use fire gems, like that one there, or star gems or hypercubes in order to be able to get rid of this wall. And so, oh, I can make another fire gem there, but can I match it with anything? That's the question. No, I can't. The wall is small, but that's because you need particular types of gems to be able to actually break through it. And I can break a bunch there. That's good, and I can break some here. And oh, I've only got that one bit left. Can I do it? Can I? Please? Yes, I can. Sweet. First time I've done that. So yeah, you need the 4 to move on to the next stage, and then you get the other 4 for just like extras. And yeah, that's it really. The later ones are basically the same games again, but only harder. So if we look at on the final area here, if we look at the balance one, where you've got to balance them out, this time you've got to get 40 of each as opposed to the 15 of the first one. So I can match blues here, but I need to try to... oh no, not more blues. The screen's filling up with blues, I need reds. Not more blues, reds. Reds. As you can, and as they balance out, they stay still. I would say this is my favourite of the bunch. Could do with some reds to get it into red's favour, but there's so many blues. I just have to take the risk. Okay, you get the idea. So yeah, that is Bejeweled 3. I think definitely a step up from Bejeweled 2 because Bejeweled 2 doesn't have all those mods, those extra mods that 3 has, and I think that's a really nice improvement. So anyway, that's Bejeweled 3, my overview. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.